So, I turned pro. I'd been playing well at the time, right at the end of the season as I turned pro, and get to Q school that fall, and second stage Q school, I finished 19th and 18 advanced. And so it was obviously gut wrenching because I'm, starting back at square one come January 1st, the following year. And I vividly remember at second stage Q school playing with a dude. I forget his name, but I think he was 40 at the time and had a family, had 2 or 3 kids. And I just remember thinking, I'm 22. I still had never paid taxes. Like I just had no idea about anything. And I remember thinking like, wow, like this guy, he has it all on the line. He has to literally be feeding his kids, and he's trying to make a living, doing this. And anyone that knows about this game knows that making a living in this game is not easy. And so that really stuck with me. And of course it was heartbreaking to not get through Q school that first year. And the second year comes along, and I'm playing well going to Q school, get to final stage Q school. And then I actually had a back injury. I'm warming up for the final round. I think I'm around 15th place going into the final round, and I have a back injury, and my back I had a prior injury that flared up on me, and I couldn't hit driver more than about 225 that day. I couldn't hardly turn, and so it was just terrible timing. But it kind of comes back full circle. I was working hard. I was practicing a lot, but I wasn't being great in every facet of my life. Everything from as a son, as a friend. I was dating the girl that I'm now married to, and I wasn't being, a great boyfriend. I was very selfish at that time of my life, and I was not doing all the right things. And so I'm sitting there a week after missing getting through final stage Q school and getting my card, and I'm sitting there. It was a pretty low point for me, and I'm laid up because I have a back injury. I don't have good enough status on the web.com to get to any tournaments. I'm now going into the 3rd season as a professional, and I have nothing to show for it. And it comes back full circle to what we talked about a minute ago of being great in everything that I do. And I wasn't being great. And it was a moment of clarity for me where I realized, you know what, if I'm going to do this, like I'm not just a golfer. Like this needs to be everything needs to be great. I can't just expect to practice a lot and to reap the benefits and to be successful. Like I have to be great in every facet of my life. And so everything from, who I was to, my food, my dieting, like my scheduling, everything became very structured and very very direct with the end result being how can I perform my best. And so I went from having weeks where I was having off weeks and not playing tournaments, and I was sleeping in until, not getting out of bed till 9, 10 a.m. and just kind of make my way to the course, to every day had a purpose where I was waking up at a certain time and I had a practice schedule. I wasn't just showing up to the golf course and, let's just go play 9 holes and then kind of figure out the day. And just everything was very calculated. And, I wanted to be great in every facet of my life. And then sure enough, I look up, a few months later and I'm playing some pretty good golf, and wake up a few months later and I've gotten through second stage Q school, wake up another month later and I got through final stage Q school. And so I had instantly started reaping some benefits of my hard work and kind of my change in not only my golf style, but my lifestyle. And that was, so now I just finished Q school in 2016. and starting the web.com in 2017. And I ended up having a good season and getting my PGA Tour card. And now I'm, in my fourth season on the PGA Tour. But, for me, the biggest, because, like you said, I wasn't, I was an All-American in college, but I wasn't a world beater. There was tons of guys who played a lot better than me. When I came out of school, I played all right, but I didn't play great. And, to get where I'm at, I attribute it a lot to that moment when I didn't get through Q school the second year and had that injury. And I was sitting up in my apartment a week later and at a low point thinking, I can't keep doing what I'm doing and expect things to change. I have to reevaluate things. And, that's when, like I said, come full circle of, I decided to change everything. I wanted to be great with everything that I was doing, not just, I'm going to practice hard, I'm going to spend a lot of time and expect to be great at what I'm doing. It became, a lifestyle of being great at everything that I do. And I started to build a lot of really good habits from there. And I think, the last 4 years now have proven that I've been able to set up a pretty good foundation of some good habits that have set me up to, have some success. And I'm always altering and trying to adjust and improve those, those habits and those, daily routines. And this foundation is constantly changing. But, I attribute the last, handful of years of success to that low point for me as a young professional.